Hi everyone and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. As you can see, I have a big stack of books here in front of me. It's been a while since I've got to make a video, but I have just been very busy. Springtime's just a really busy season for me. And it's not even college work. I am May 7th, I am free from the semester of college, but it's just that spring is, I don't know, really busy with the livestock, and we've been planting a garden, and we've done spring cleaning, both like for me and all the animals, so I've just been super busy and I haven't had the time to sit down and film. But these books may look familiar to you. These were my 10 books to finish in 2021. So I don't know who started this quarterly update for this. I first saw it on Nikki and Niagara's channel, and I'm not sure if she is the first person who had the idea to do a quarterly update, but that's where I saw it first. And I'll put her channel down below. But I decided I would like to do an update too. I may not do it quarterly because I don't get to color as often as some of you guys do. So I may not have as many pages to show, so I may kind of just do them sporadically and randomly. But I will give you a progress report for now because it has been at least 4 months. I think I did the tag in December, maybe November? Not sure. And I actually wasn't sure how far I had gotten into this either, because, to be honest, I kind of forgot what books I picked. So I need to be on top of that a little more. The first one was my little cheat book, this Frogs at Stained Glass coloring book. And I've only done 2 pages in it. And they're a little bit hard to see without there being a white piece of paper behind them. So, hold on just a second. Okay, this is one of those little slips that come in the mystery color magazines, and I'm going to put it behind this so you can kind of see the pages a little bit better. There we go. And I just do these in markers, and I think that there's 7 pages in here, and I've only done 2. It would still be easy to finish this book this year. I'm trying to do the frogs as realistically as possible, but I still think I could finish this one this year. So there's that one. I don't think I've colored any in it this year, technically. I do need to get a move on with that. Here you can see what the blank pages look like. There are a couple that are landscape. I do put something white behind them when coloring them, because when you kind of just open it like that, it's a little bit confusing. Okay, so that was the first one. The next one is Mystery Mosaics Book 8, and I'm ashamed to say that I haven't colored anything in here at all. It is still blank. I usually completely finish these Mystery Mosaic books, but I just haven't started in this one. I don't know why. I really need to start on it, so I may color a page in here this month. As always, I don't like to do the big pages that fold out in here. They're just not my thing. So I do tear them out and give them to someone else. But I will do all the single pages. So you're about to see some spoilers for this book, because it's not that interesting to show you the squares. So if you want to know what the pages are going to look like, here are some of the colored pages from the back of the book. This doesn't say how big the squares are. I know that like Color Questopia says how big their squares are, and this does not say. But I would say they're pretty decent sized. I think if you had a little bit of vision problems, this one would be easier to do than the Color Questopia. They're definitely bigger squares than the Color Questopia. Just doesn't look like anything right now because they haven't colored in it. Let me take this away for a second and count how many individual pages there are. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Actually, there's only 13 individual pages, so if I did a page a month, and one month I did 2 pages, I would still be able to finish this book this year. Next is the Glamour Ghouls pinups. And I know I've colored quite a few pages in here, but I haven't counted to see how many I need to finish. This is probably still my favorite Deborah Muller book. I just really like this one, and I hope she puts out another one kind of in this style. Most of the pages that I haven't done are like right here in the middle. A lot of them I've done are at the beginning and the end. So this is another one. It doesn't take me very long to color in this book. I sort of set it aside because I picked up a bunch of her newer books. I picked up her Valentine's ones, and I want to get the dragon one she has out, and she's doing another one for spring. But I need to color in this one a little more. Here's some more pages that I've done. Do you guys color the nameplates? I haven't colored the nameplate in this book because I've never colored the nameplate page in any book. I don't know if I should to count as finishing the book or not. What do you think? Should I color the nameplate or not? I don't usually ever color nameplate pages. That's something that I have never done. And I don't usually color, she has like these blank ones here that are the cover of the book, and it has kind of the big space, you know, where the cover would be. I don't usually color these either. But since I'm supposed to finish this book completely, I may go on ahead and do it for these, for this one at least. But I wouldn't normally color that. Then I've got Monster Babes by Stephanie A. Quinn. And I love this book too. The SciFi Babes is my favorite. You're about to see it. It's been getting all of my love currently. But these are also pages that I can finish pretty quickly. I think they take me about 30 minutes. Maybe 45 if I want to add a lot of detail to them. But I have been neglecting this one a little bit in lieu of the SciFi Babes book. And I do need to jump back into this one because this one is very fun. This one versus the SciFi Babes, I think you have more room to kind of go crazy with skin tones and everything. They are monsters, you know. So I know I've done this alien lady. And I've done another one. There we go. And I've got the zombie girl here. This is a fun book, and I totally do need to jump back into it a little more. I still think I can get this one done, because like I said, they're very quick for me to color. I don't know how many, I didn't count all of them. I counted some of them. I could not remember all of the pages that I need to color. So next is SciFi Babes, and I've already done 2 pages out of here for this month. One of them is up on my Instagram, so you can see that there. You'll have to wait to see the other one until my finished pages for the end of the month. I have 11 pages left in this book, so I will definitely be finishing that this year, if not very soon. I've been on a roll with this book lately. I don't know what it is. I've just really been into this one. I haven't done, of course, the very first page here, but I have done a lot of them. Very few. There are 30 images, and there's 11 left. I've done over half of them. There's very few that I haven't done. I'm worried I'm about to come up on the one I finished, so I'm going to skip over it. This is just, like I said, it's such a fun book for me. I like to go crazy in this one and kind of use all of my markers and all of my skin tones. Create very bright, vivid characters. This is the one I did last month. I've been doing a page a month out of here so far, I think. But this month I went ahead and did 2. That's okay. We'll skip the page that I haven't showed on Instagram yet. And you can see that I have done so many pictures in here. And I need to refresh some of my skin tone markers to continue working in here. That's the only thing that's going to put me a little bit behind. But I feel like the 2 pages I've done this month aren't the only pages I'm going to do this month. I've just really been on a kick in this one. I don't know, I kind of got my, I guess you could say, love for this book back all of a sudden. It just kind of came back to me, and I was really like, oh, I want to work in this book a lot this month. So I've been doing quite a bit in here. And there's just a few pages. I kind of have to look in between all the other pages that I've finished. Here's one that I haven't done yet. Here's another one to find them. And I'm thinking about doing this one this month. It kind of looks like Lady Gaga to me. I think a few of these might actually be inspired by celebrities. I'm very excited with how this one's going, and I'm very happy with how it's going. And it'll probably be finished faster than some of the other ones I have on this page to finish this year, so this will probably be the very first non-color by number large coloring book that I finished, because, you know, I finished a few that are the tiny ones like the frog one, but I don't count those because they're only 7 pages versus, you know, 30. Okie dokie, so let's take a look at another one that I'm doing a lot of good progress in, and that is The World of My Stained Glass Color by Number. That is one that I wanted to finish this year, and I'm coloring it in order, so you can just start here at the beginning and see what I've got done. I did a page for this month already. I need to do my second page. I've been doing 2 pages a month in this book. I actually did the math to figure up when I started this back in, like I said, it was late November or early December, that if I did 2 pages a month, I would finish this book in December of 2021. And I am still on track for that. And I think I did 3 pages last month, actually, so I'll probably finish it in November because of that, but I am on track and I'm doing good. This book will be finished. It'll just be finished sort of last minute. Sometimes I feel like coloring more than 2 pages in it. Sometimes I don't. It really just depends. It just depends. Like I said, I don't know if I want to allocate more time for this book or if I want to allocate more time for other books. Because these do take me a little bit longer. These usually take me an hour to 2 hours, just depending on how much attention I'm paying to the page itself. Some of them are a little bit more complicated than others, with the background especially, and how they mix the colors on the background. Like this one here, you know, you had to be a little bit more careful. It wasn't just a big section that was blue and then a big section that was purple. It was kind of all mixed together. But I have gotten to the landscape ones officially. I've already done a few landscape ones. I think there is a Christmas one way here in the back that I skipped ahead and did because, yeah, there it is. Because I wanted to do it for the month of December since it was Christmas. The only thing I won't be doing in this book is these bonus pages back here. First and foremost, you guys know I don't like coloring mandalas, and there's a mandala one back here, so I just don't count them as the book itself. I'm doing the World of Mice pages, and these aren't World of Mice pages. They are pages from the Animal Mosaic and the Travel Mosaic, and I prefer the black lines to the white lines, so they're just not something that I personally am interested in doing, and I'm not going to count them against me for this book. I am just going to do the images of the mice, and that's it. Next up, I have Chibi Horror, which we haven't seen in a while because I haven't colored a page in it in a while. I've not been doing too great on this challenge. As you can see, I've kind of been coloring in everything else but some of these books. However, for this one, I can say that I am just going to color the first set of 25 images and not the second set. I think I said that. I bought this back when Jade Summer had all the books separated. So you had Chibi Girls 1 and 2 together, and then Chibi Horror, and then they did Chibi Christmas. And now they have them all in one book, so there are no doubles. I don't color the doubles unless I really don't like how the first picture came out. I just don't see a need to color the doubles. Here we go. Here's one that I've done. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just don't see a need to do them. 25 is still plenty of pages. I mean, I've showed you a few books that are 20 to 30 pages already, so it would be like doing, a full book. The 50 pages, they're just, I really like, for example, how this image came out, and I couldn't see myself coloring it in any other way. It's here in the back, blank somewhere. Let me show you. There it is. I don't know. I just don't want to color it again. I like how it turned out. So I'm not going to color the second set of images. I am just going to do the first set, but I do need to get back to working on them. So for this one, I'll say I've done the finished book because nowadays, if you buy the grayscale, I don't think the 100 images, it wouldn't have any doubles, right? It would just be the 25 that are here. And again, I wish that I would have held out and bought them like that because I just don't care for the double pages. But, oh well, I jumped the gun and bought this book as soon as it was available, so I have the doubles, and I'm not going to do them, and I'm not going to count them as being the whole book, because, I don't know, I just don't see a reason to do the doubles. Speaking of Chibi Girls, I do have the original Chibi Girls Grayscale 2 books in one, and I think I have 15 pages left in here. If I remember correctly from when I counted it, I've already done 2 pages for this month. Well, I'm in the middle of one of them. I haven't colored this very first page here, but I have done the majority of these. I'm over halfway done with this. I can't wait to finish it. This one doesn't have any doubles in it, so in this one, every single page will be done. It's going smooth. It's coming along nice. I haven't disliked a picture that I've done in here yet. I'm very happy with how everything has came out. I think the majority of the pictures that I still haven't colored are towards the back of the book. I am getting into pictures, okay, like here's one, that I don't like as much. This one's kind of busy. There's a lot going on, especially on the seafloor for me. So I kind of am struggling now to kind of choose what pages I want to do each month. I try to do at least 2 in here. I'm getting more towards my least favorite pages, so it does get harder and harder to pick out the pages I want to do each month, but I'm still managing to do it. For example, here's another one that I'm just, I don't know, it's kind of meh for me. I'm not too fond of it. But I will be finishing this one this month. Not this month, I mean this year. I am working hard to make sure that gets done because I would really love to see this book finished. There are no images that I just like completely dislike and hate and wouldn't color in it. There are just some that aren't as favorable to me as others. So this is a book that I would color every single page in, and I think it'll look great, you know, displayed. For example, that's the page I'm working on right now. I'm using a magazine page as my blotter page. Let's see how many in the back that I haven't colored. I know I did the beach page recently. Okay. I've got this birthday one to do. I've got the teacher to do still. The hairstylist. This princess, or maybe she's at a wedding, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that one a little closer. I've got the celebrity. Like I said, they're mostly the pages here in the back that would be from Chibi Girls too. However, it's coming along. I've posted one of the finishes already for this month, so you can find that. Next is one I totally forgot about. This is Uncommonly Cute Animals by Jen Racine. The cover for this book has changed. So if you look this up on Amazon, I believe the cover is now blue and just has this little axolotl here in the center. It doesn't look like this any longer, but it is still the same book. And I have done a page in here, and that's it. I really need to kick into gear and do the other ones. These are pretty simple, though. They are rather large images, as you can see. So they don't take very long to complete. I just sort of forgot I had this book. I bought a new shelf and reorganized all my books and put this one on the shelf, and like I said, just sort of forgot about it. I'm not really a person for backgrounds, and you guys know that. So if I did this page, I would likely do this little antelope, and the rocky zone, and the leaves. I'm not going to color all of this white space here, so these pages wouldn't take me, you know, too long to do. I need to work on some more in here because I think this would be a really great book. Completely colored, you could use it to, I don't know, I think you could give it to children and teach them about the animals, because it's got some little fun facts here. It says the Finnick fox is the smallest of the dogs. I think this would be a fun one, like I said, to give to kids, and you could teach them all kinds of different animals. Or it could just be a fun one to give to adults, too. I mean, it shows you some pretty weird animals. I know about the desert rain frog. I think they're cool, but a lot of people don't know what those are. So you could introduce adults to a lot of cool animals through it. I think this one would be great colored, and I really do need to get back into it. I'm not actually sure how many pages it is, though. And I don't know if it says anywhere on the book, or if I need to count them up. 30. Okay. On the back it does say there are 30 pages, and I've done one, so there are 29 left. Like I said, I haven't been doing too great on this challenge, and I need to get back into it. But this is a super cute book. You should totally buy it. I haven't seen too many other people on YouTube with it, and if you buy it, let me know and we can do a buddy color, because that would kind of kick me into gear into coloring in this book. But I think the page that I did took me about 30 minutes. So yeah, they don't take me too long. Just need to get back into doing them. It turned out cute, I think. I did Google what this animal looked like to try and color it accurately. And I probably will do that with all of them. So now I have the Kawaii grayscale coloring book, which again, you can no longer buy this book like this. I believe it's the Kawaii Girls and Kawaii Fantasy together. You now have to buy the 1 and 4, which would be the Kawaii Girls, the Kawaii Fantasy, Kawaii Horror, and Kawaii Christmas. That's a mouthful. But I have colored a few pages in here, and I have neglected it in lieu of Chibi Girls. I kept telling myself I would do more in this one once I got done with the Chibi Girls book. I think I stand by that. I've kind of dedicated all my attention to the Chibi Girls one right now. And I would like to finish it first before I continue on with this one. It is 50 images because it's 25 from each, no doubles. And gosh, I know I've colored another page in here. There we go. It's hard to say, ooh, I know I've colored another one in here, but I cannot find one. I did this for Valentine's Day, and I know I've done a leprechaun girl in here somewhere. There she is. Those might be the only 3 I've managed to get done so far. I definitely pay a little bit more attention to the details in this one than in the Chibi Girls. It just seems a little bit more mature to me. Don't know about you guys. I just think it's a little bit more mature, so I put a little bit more detail into it. And I would like to get this one done, but I can see this one being one I don't get done this year. Because like I said, after I thought about it a while, it wasn't the best choice. Because I would like to do the Chibi Girls book first, and then dedicate my time to this one. And if you're wondering, by the way, why the Chibi Girls book is spiral bound, it started to fall apart because I colored so many pages in it. The glue wasn't really holding together anymore, so I got it spiral bound at Office Depot. I imagine the same thing will happen with this one, but since I've only colored 3 pages in it, it's sticking together. And like Nikki, I do technically have a bonus book. Let me reach over here and grab it. It's in my pile of books that I've colored in this month. Okay. And that was the Whimsical Girl Celebrate the Holidays and Festive Occasions. This would have been a great book to put in the tag because I am going to finish it this year. This is for a different tag by the Coloring Diva, where we color a few pages a month in this book, depending on the holidays. So, for example, this April we did Easter Sunday and Baby Shower because those are the holidays that we kind of got together and thought would appear in April. You know, for the New Year's, we did that in January. We did the Super Bowl in February, Chinese New Year in February, Valentine's in February. And so I've done the ones so far. The only rule was that we couldn't work ahead. So I've only done the holidays that have already passed, and I haven't worked ahead. There are, again, duplicates in this one, but Hannah Lynn does hers a little bit different. As you can see, it's more like with this one here, it's a close-up and it's simplified. The images that were on her dress, little flowers, they're not there. The confetti's not there. Is the dragon a little simpler too? Yeah. The design on the dragon here is a little simpler too. So I won't be doing the doubles in here for sure. I'll just be doing the image that I decide to do. It's kind of random whether I decide to do the more difficult one or the simpler one. For example, this one here. The simpler one wasn't that much more simple in my opinion, so I did do the more difficult one. Let's see, where's March? Here's the Rio Carnival. I did the simpler one for that. Here we go. Here was March, and then we did the Mardi Gras one too for March. I'm not going to show you the April pages yet because you'll have to wait to see those in my completed pages, but there's still quite a hefty chunk left in this book. But I will be getting them done. I'm having a lot of fun doing this one. This was just a really good idea for a book to finish in a year. So, you know, we've got some coming up. I think this is the Quinceañera, and then this is Comic-Con, birthday, July. Okay, so actually the birthday page, if I figured it up right, I think the birthday page is either going to be July or August, and I may wait and do the birthday page in October for my birthday, because there are not too many pages in October, and we couldn't work ahead. We could fall behind. We just couldn't work ahead. And since October is ahead of August, that would mean I'd be behind on this page, not ahead. So I may wait and do this one for my birthday. But that is all of the books so far, plus this little bonus one, which I didn't get an invite to the color along until after the tag came out. I don't think that the idea was birthed yet when the 10 books to finish tag came out. I would have totally put this one in there if it was. I may be wrong. It may have already been in there, and I shouldn't have the book in yet. Like, the idea may have already been spreading on YouTube, but I don't think so. I don't think so because I think past me would have waited to film that to put this book in here. So we are doing okay. I've got at least, let me count out the books that I know I will be finishing. So that's Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's half of them. I know I'll be finishing at least half of them, which I think is very good given how busy I have been this semester. And then I've got this half here that's like, a little more iffy. These ones, we may see them finished, we may not. It just depends. We'll have to see how it goes. Obviously, when I'm done with college, summer is free and I can color as much as I want during the summer. So, you know, maybe when I do another update here in a couple months, you'll see that I've colored a bunch in these books. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. This was a very fun video to do, though, because like I said, I wasn't even sure how far I'd gotten in some of these books. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my update as much as I did.